Hey guys, doing the part 2 to Darth Maul. Um, we stopped off as well, I can't remember exactly, but to be honest with you, either they got done with the duel with Qui-Gon Jinn on Tatooine, or they got back to Naboo with the start of the battle, where, Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi and those guys realize that they're taking over Naboo, and they're ready to get the Gungans to, attack the battle droid army. And lead pilots to planes to take out the ship up in space. And on their journey to do so, Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi find Darth Maul is there, and they start their duel fates. And as this progresses, Darth Maul, from the duel with Qui-Gon Jinn on Tatooine, learns that the stance that Qui-Gon Jinn uses is terrible in close quarters. And as they're dueling, he knocks Obi-Wan Kenobi into a kind of a little pit, and proceeds to fight fight Qui-Gon Jinn. And with that knowledge, he uses close combat and defeats Qui-Gon Jinn by stabbing him through the abdomen and kills him. And then he kind of toys around with Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Obi-Wan Kenobi gets enough strength to force jump himself out of the hole and grab Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber to do a few more attacks, and then slice him in half. And then Darth Maul falls down the pit. But what's so cool about all that story is, from the 5 to 10 minute duel that Qui-Gon Jinn and Darth Maul had on Tatooine, he learned pretty much everything about Qui-Gon Jinn that he needed to know to defeat him. And he was able to do all that within, pull him into a big room, go through all those little red beams. They don't, they are little shields of some sort, and then pull him into it looks like some kind of core reactor thingy to defeat him. So, the short life of Darth Maul, and if I do get into the later Clone Wars stuff, I might just talk about that in the future. That short life, he was able to fulfill kind of his duty. And, from what Darth Sidious wanted him to do, and kind of just to stir up the Jedi and reveal themselves, and then progress to what later on what happened in the future of Star Wars. Darth Maul, wasn't really the most unique character as much as people would think. There was actually a Jedi that was the same race, but different tribe, different planet, all that stuff. But he was just able to be trained and devote his life to being basically a weapons master and an assassin, and able to defeat one of the most interesting Jedis in my book. And then, in turn, not do so much against another interesting Jedi, but it was an interesting story nonetheless. Darth Maul, was trained pretty quick, and learned pretty fast, and did all those things within 20 some odd years to be able to do have the effect that he did in the future of the war against Sith and Jedis. But as I'm, researching Jedis, researching Force users, and researching the Star Wars universe, he always comes out to be a pretty interesting character, nonetheless. As well as Qui-Gon Jinn, I talked a little bit about him in previous audios. And in the future, I'm planning on doing, other Force users. I may do, either Darth Sidious or Obi-Wan Kenobi.